What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest video. This is my review for Shaun the Sheep, the complete series. And when I say the complete series, I mean that what happened was earlier this year, I bought Shaun the Sheep, the complete series, which was 6 seasons across 170 episodes. And those 6 seasons aired from 2007 to 2020. And it's one of those things where this box set came out, I believe, 2024. So I think at that point they realized, okay, there wasn't going to be another season. But I found out a couple weeks ago that apparently there was a 7th season that dropped earlier this year. So I'm going to have to check that out. But that's why I said that this is the complete series review. It's more so that I'm focused on, hey, the seasons that were in this. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll be able to watch season 7 because I don't know which streaming site it's on, but maybe I'll do a separate review for season 7 when that comes out. But as it stands, guys, let me give you a little bit of backstory. So for me, Shaun the Sheep, the complete series, this is one of those things where I was aware about this show for quite a long time. I know that some of my family members watched this show, but I didn't really have much interest in it. I was more of like, okay, I love Wallace and Gromit, but I don't know if Shaun the Sheep would work across an entire series. Then what happened was a couple years ago, as much as I loved Wallace and Gromit, I watched it recently and I was like, you know what, let me try out the Shaun the Sheep movie. And I loved it so much that I bought it on Blu-ray, and it was instantly one of those things where I fell in love with it. I thought it was a masterpiece, and I loved how it was 100% visual storytelling. And I read up on how this came out in the middle of the Shaun the Sheep, the TV series. So I said to myself, okay, well, if this worked for 85 minutes of visual storytelling, I'm very curious to see how that's going to work across a TV series. So this entire TV series is 100% visual storytelling as well. And that right away, I will say, is one of the key things that I loved about this show, because the visual storytelling garnered so many humorous moments, especially involving like the farmer, because he's this bumbling individual who constantly has no clue what's going on. And then everyone around him, including Shaun, have to somehow work around him in a way that works. And a lot of times he ends up becoming on top. In regards to like, oh yeah, I did something well. And it's like, well, everyone around you helped you get to that point. So it's a lot of humorous moments because of him. But I loved the farmer. I thought he was hilarious. But the other thing to know about this show is that, again, it's 170 episodes long. Each episode is 7 minutes. So for me, anything over, I would say, 5 seasons, 80 episodes is daunting to me. I'm one of those individuals that prefers 8 to 10 episode seasons, and I don't even care if it's like 7-minute episodes. It's daunting to me if it's any more than that. So this show is 20 to 40 episodes per season, so it was daunting to me, but I understood at the same time that this is something I care about. I love claymation. I think the fact that artists have to spend like a 12-hour shift on 2 seconds of footage ultimately, because they have to, move it a little bit at a time, quickly take a picture, move it a little bit at a time. It's like, it's incredible. And the end product is something that's really amazing. There's a lot of handmade craft to it. So it's one of those things where it's a dying art form in regards to animation, which is why I especially want to try to appreciate it and respect it to the point of seeking it out. And that's the case with this show. I seeked it out, and I'm glad that I ultimately checked this out, because even though it's daunting in regards to how many episodes it is, even if it is 7 minutes per episode, as well as the fact that it's episodic storytelling, which is each episode tells its own story, and it's not serialized, which is what I usually prefer, where it's, an entire season has a story being told. All that said, I still liked the show quite a bit, because not only the visual storytelling, but the characters are very intriguing. Love the animation. I love the score. And I really do think that each episode, it's really impressive how the director and the writers come up with these little stories that are self-contained in a way that it tells a beginning, middle, and end, but it's quite satisfying. And a lot of times the payoff is great too. There are so many times where at the end of the episode, they'll do something I'm like, wow, that was really impressive. Like that made me laugh out loud. Now, again, because each season has it where there's 20 to 40 episodes, some episodes are better than others. Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of episodes that are good to great. There's never any episodes that are bad, but there are some where it's like okay to solid. But again, that does happen when you have a couple writers writing across 20 to 40 episodes. It's one of those things where they're spread thin. So it makes sense, but still, I appreciate the show quite a bit. If you are thinking about blind buying this, I would say definitely do so. But if you are more conservative in regards to, pulling the trigger on blind buys, I would say first check out the film. If you like the film like myself, it's like, okay, I will check out the show now. But if you're not a fan of the movie, you're probably not going to like the show. But I will say, The finale of this complete series, it wasn't exactly 100% satisfying, so I see why they made another season, but again, is this going to be one of those shows where it lasts forever? I don't know, but all I know is it is kind of ironic how I own Shaun the Sheep, the complete series, even though they made another season. So I'll check that out at some point, but as it stands, season 1 to 6, I think they are quite good. Definitely worth your time. I'm excited for in the future when I have kids to show them the show because it's quite good and it's a really good companion piece for the film as well as with Wallace and Gromit. So really, really good. And yeah, that's why I'll personally be giving Shaun the Sheep, the complete series, a... But yeah, guys, that is my spoiler-free review for Shaun the Sheep, the complete series. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know down below. And as always, I appreciate your guys' support. And with the subscription, notification bell, follow me on Letterboxd, Patreon, and I will catch you guys later.